let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner. He's the reigning defending Sparta Combat League 144-pound champion. He's Roque, Milton. And now, fighting in the blue court shooting center, blue corner, the challenger. Please make welcome, Masai, Rasheed. This 144-pound boxing title bout is scheduled for 22 rounds. Your referee is Stephen Blair.
Okay, Sam. Milton Roque, Masai Rasheed. Let's see what happens with these two stars. These two, make no mistake about it, are stars in the making.
Yeah, and you can see just in the way they hold themselves that we're about to take a big jump up in technique from our last fight.
And now into the cage for number 35. MMA title bout. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts.
What I see right here, even though they're throwing punches, is a footwork game.
Yep.
Each one's trying to get their angle, trying to get an advantage for their punches.
And now, fighting out of the blue court shooting center, blue corner.
Speed and quickness are really playing into this bout here too. I'm seeing both these guys respecting each other's quickness, respecting each other's speed. Both these guys extremely cautious. I love the way Masai Rasheed is keeping his hands up the way he is. And I kind of wish a little bit that Milton Roque would keep his hands up just a little higher.
You know, I agree with you, but he's keeping them low when he's outside of that range too. And I think he's doing that somewhat as to get him to show what he has.
Yes.
You know, they're still in this kind of feeling out playing process, still working on the battle of the footwork, seeing what that other opponent's going to try to bring on them.
Both these guys gauging distance very well. Both of these guys, no question, respecting each other's power.
Yeah, and you see each time one opponent moves, the other one moves with him, makes a little adjustment. And it's who's going to be a little fine-tuned on those adjustments.
Masai Rasheed with some very, very wide stance. Definitely a power puncher stance.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some good counters with his hands. He's finding that head a little bit with some good
hard shot, quickness. Very, very cautious first round from both gentlemen. And just like you said, Sam, Masai Rasheed looking to counter that leaping hook thrown from Milton Roque. Very difficult round to score, first round to score, of course. Very technical, very, very cautious. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think that we've seen a feeling out process. I think we're going to see a different second round here. I think you're going to see both fighters make a little adjustment. I think Milton was trying to find his range, trying to find his speed a little bit, and you've seen him throwing from a little too far out.
Yes.
And I think some of that was just to see what his opponent's going to bring, to see what the counter is going to be, what his range and his speed is.
As we take a look at this blue core replay here, we take a look at both of these guys trying to gauge the distance. You can see the caution right there from both. Milton Roque leaping in with that left hook, but Masai Rasheed doing a beautiful job of evading any trouble.
Yeah, and he did a good job countering on that move.
Yeah, he did.
It was something we didn't see in the last fight, that they were able to punch backing up.
That's true. So second round here, just underway. Again, very much of a counter game from Masai Rasheed.
Yeah, and you see he's got a quick, fast right hook there.
Very.
And he's accurate with it.
And he's got it locked and loaded at all times.
I see that he's setting his feet a little different this round because he knows that's loud and he's putting that as a weapon.
I think Roque is going to need to get some offense going though soon.
Yeah, and I think he needs to a little more tails. You know, a little more feints, a little more tails. He's kind of just leaping in. He needs to, I believe, set a little bit up to bridge that gap. You know, get his opponent guessing what he's going to throw and then bring the power.
Yeah, and I kind of want to see him go to the body a little bit to slow down Rasheed. And then I want to see him follow that with maybe some hooks to the head.
The other thing he could do is he could counter his counter. He's committing to that leap in his punches. If he throws those punches as feints and gets his opponent to counter him, then he can counter that counter. I would like to see that happen.
Rasheed doing a beautiful job of really gauging distance very, very well and really almost forcing Milton Roque to kind of throw that leaping shot.
Absolutely. I think he does a great job stepping back and punching. There you see it.
Just like there. I love the way he dug to the body like that. Very effective. I also, from a footwork perspective, and you can speak to this as well, but one of the things that I'm seeing from Masai Rasheed is his ability to keep his lead foot in between the legs of Milton Roque. That's where you can really gain that inside advantage and really come through with that rotation. Are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're seeing that him being able to punch back and up, too, is a huge factor.
Yeah. Another technical second round, very, very difficult to score. I love what I'm seeing out of Masai Rasheed. I love what I'm seeing out of him right now.
Yeah, he looks sharp. He looks a little more fluid in there. He looks like he's found his rhythm a little better than Milton has.
I think Milton kind of has to, I think he's got to get inside, number one, and I think he's almost going to have to push Rasheed against the ropes a little bit and get some offense going.
Yeah, I'm looking into Milton's corner, and it looks like Hector just told him to use more feints. Looked like Hector backed up and showed him stepping with that front foot, showing him feints, and that's what I believe he needs to do is feint. I believe that his opponent has a little bit of a speed advantage on him, and he needs to be setting up that power before he just leaps in with it.
Yes.
It didn't work in those first 2 rounds. He wasn't able to land much, so set something up before that and make it land.
144-pound amateur bout here.
Oh, good body shot.
Yes.
And that's what he needs to do. Nice adjustments made by him.
Both guys get tangled up. Stephen Blea separates him. Back to the action.
Now, he did a good job hitting that body. I'd like to see him just add something on top. If he could come over with his lead hook after that body shot, would be sweet. Ooh.
Dangerous game in there with a hitter like Rasheed. I want to see Milton go to the body. There you go. I want to see him go to the body and set up a left hook.
Rasheed looked sharp, though. He's handling the adjustments really well that Milton's bringing.
I really like the way I'm seeing him gauge distance and really stay out of range of Milton. And you're seeing it right there. Yeah. And this is where Milton can score. This is what I talked about in between rounds. This is where he can get him against the ropes and go to the body to set up a headshot.
Yeah, and he's got to make it happen. In my opinion, what I'm seeing is he needs to go for it. He needs to make it happen, find a way to land. And he's doing it. He's getting more lands in by going to that body.
Taking those risks like you talked about earlier.
I think he landed a good lead hook there. You see Rasheed falling into that, willing to slug, not backing up as much. And that, I think that's a little bit of a mistake by him, that he's fallen into his opponent's game.
Especially late in the fight.
Nice step in.
Now we're seeing Milton Roque really go on the offense right now. Oh, and a big left hook floors Milton Roque. Masai Rasheed lands a huge left hook.
Huge.
What a shot to land late in the fight. And
His
Milton
mouthpiece is still on the floor.
Milton Roque is in trouble right there. What a shot. Big left hook right on that rotation, just like we talked about in that pocket. Masai Rasheed gauging that distance, beautiful, coming up with that big left hook, catches Milton Roque coming in, perfect timing.
Yeah, here we see it. Oh, I thought they were going to tease us and show us it. A beautiful, beautiful hook. He has a really quick hook. He's had a lot of success with it, and he sat down on it that time and put some good power on it.
And I'm not sure if is the round over? I believe it is. Yes, okay. That's it. That's it for the fight. not a stoppage, the end of the fight. But what a way to finish the fight for Masai Rasheed, flooring Milton Roque in the most critical seconds of the third and final round. Outstanding job.
Yeah, I think that put a stamp on the fight for him. You know, I think that just stamped it as his win, his victory, and really put it on there as a clean decision.
No question, and I'll tell you this, you talked about it earlier. I think that what we really got a chance to see was the ability of Masai Rasheed to gauge the distance almost perfectly by landing that big counter left hook right at the opportune time. Milton Roque was really throwing caution to the wind coming in, trying to get the offense going to finish the fight, and Masai Rasheed just catches him with a beautiful left hook.
Yeah, and I think that was all set up by Rasheed being able to slide back the whole
Yes.
fight and counter with that hook. And it looked as though Milton was having a hard time. I think that coming into this fight, he believed he'd be able to reach with kind of longer
Yes.
overhands and catch him. And he didn't anticipate Rasheed being able to slide back and throw that lead hook over the top. And he was successful with that all 3 rounds and then dropped him at the end with that.
What a fight. I mean, very technical, very, very astute from both of these gentlemen to be able to kind of negate each other's technical prowess. I mean, just a fantastic performance late, especially in that third and final round. We're going to go ahead and throw it up to Sean Patrick for the final announcement.
After 3 rounds in the boxing ring, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-26, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new Sport of Combat 144-pound champion, Rasheed.
And there you have it, Masai Rasheed taking the 144-pound amateur title from Milton Roque in beautifully devastating fashion with just a perfectly timed left hook to finish the fight. Outstanding finish from that young man.
Yeah, beautiful performance all the way around by him. I'm really impressed with his range, his ability to be. We just seen in the fight before, we talked about these younger amateurs not being able to punch back and up. Here you see at the title level, he mastered that skill, and I believe that's the skill that won him the fight.
I could not agree more.
Military service often takes a toll on the entire family. Veterans are taking their own lives at a rate of 20 a day, leaving shattered families behind. Project Sanctuary works with the whole family, giving them hope and the tools to heal together. We believe that no military family should be left behind, and with your help, we can save and forever change lives. Join us. Sponsor a military family today.